Good morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Good. I'm well, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna hang up with you now, okay?
So that log down yet.
Hi, good morning, Ms. McCutcheon. How are you today? You're on mute.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning. How are you?
Good
And I
morning.
pardon me, I didn't realize my video was on. I hadn't put my jacket on yet.
Don't
Sorry.
worry, don't worry about it. I saw that you were on, and I just wanted to touch base early on. Let's see, have you all worked up offers on these cases today or not?
Yes, Judge. And to be candid with you, I am actually not handling the calendar. I'll be on to assist. Our Chief Assistant Solicitor General, Chief Andrea Allaby, is going to be handling the calendar, and Don Henderson, but of course I'm available to assist as needed. But yes, offers have been worked up on the cases, and we will be able to provide those to whichever attorneys are representing those defendants today in court. Mr. Howard, I assume you do not know yet whether or not any of these defendants will be represented by your office?
There are a few that we have identified that are already ours. So if they show up, then obviously we'll represent them, and others we'll find out as we go.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. McCutcheon.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you, Judge.
You also. Good morning, everyone. It is right at 9 o'clock. Given that this is the first time that we're conducting this calendar, I'm going to give everyone a little while to get on before I make some opening remarks. Good morning, Ms. Allaby. How are you today?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's good to see you.
You too.
Thank you. I've been told by Ms. McCutcheon that you and Mr. Henderson will be handling the calendar for the solicitor's office today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Okay. And have you all been able to, I understand that you have been able to work up offers on the case. Have you been able to transfer those offers or get those offers to the solicitor, to the public defender's office this morning?
Judge, we have not provided those offers. We really didn't know what the procedural posture of today's calendar is. We didn't know if this was a plea and arraignment or a status. So we didn't really know kind of how to proceed with things.
I understand now, that's, neither do I, to tell you the truth. So we are going to get through this as efficiently and as best we can. So I guess once I call the calendar, if they want to know the offers, we can provide them to them. I'm going to treat this as an arraignment calendar this morning also. So I guess I'm going to arraign those that are here, and I'm also going to allow them to see if they want to seek the services of a public defender. I'm going to give them an opportunity this morning.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Any other questions about how we're going to proceed today? And again, if there are any suggestions as to how we can proceed most efficient, you just let me know, and we'll try to do our best. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Will these court dates have a continuance date for those cases that we can probably work out, but we need to iron out an additional detail? Will there be a date that these folks can come back?
I guess we can put them on another Orca calendar. What I would prefer is that if they're on my, generally speaking, I'll be doing I think Wednesday calendars. So maybe possibly we can put them on a future Wednesday Orca calendar, since I've seen them before. That would be preferable to everyone.
Thank you so much.
And let's see, do we have any? I know that Mr. Howard is in court with me. Who else do we have on from the public defender's office?
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Bruce Vail from the Fulton County Public Defender's Office. I'm assisting Mr. Howard today.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Vail. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
Good. And I guess if people are on Zoom, Mr. Vail, that we could possibly put them in a breakout room with you if they want to seek the assistance of the public defender. The way that we used to do it at the Apollo calendar is that I would make that announcement that if they want to seek the assistance of a public defender, then there was something in the chat regarding how they could get the paperwork to you all.
Yes, Your Honor. Our plan was that anybody on Zoom, I will speak to in a breakout room, and Mr. Howard will handle anybody who's there in person. But of course, we'll leave that to the court's discretion.
No, that's however it works best for you all, and if that's how you've worked it out, that works for me. Okay.
Sounds good, sir.
All right. Let's see. It's about 9:04. We had one person here in court with Mr. Howard. As soon as he's ready, then I'm going to call the calendar. So we'll give people just a little bit longer to get on. I only have, at this point in time, one person here in court with me. Okay. All right. So let's give ourselves about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll get back on. I'll make some general announcements, and then I'll call the calendar. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's see, it's about 9:07. I'm going to go ahead and call the calendar to see who we have with us this morning. If you have not muted yourself, I'll need for you to do that for me at the present time. Good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the Orca Peremptory calendar. We're going to treat this calendar today, I guess, as a plea and arraignment calendar and a status calendar to see where we are with some of these cases. If you're a defendant in a case, let me just say you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We have public defenders on the line today. And if you don't have a private attorney and would like to seek the assistance of a public defender, we're happy to give you that opportunity this morning. If you're on Zoom, you can go into the chat and it will tell you how to get the paperwork so that you can see if you qualify for the assistance of a public defender. I have Ms. Beverly Johnson here in court with me today. So any paperwork that is generated, you will need to get it to her this morning. We also have solicitors on the line who, if you would like, can give you the offers in the case to see if we can resolve the matter today. Okay. Position number 1, Taiwan Young. Is Mr. Young on the line?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
All right, good morning, Mr. Young. Can you activate your camera for me? There you go. And I see that you're in a vehicle. Are you pulled over or you're not driving?
Hold on. I just disappeared.
Okay, is this you, Mr. Young, that's under Winston Harris?
I don't know what has happened to my phone. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back to the meeting.
Okay, all right. I'm going to give you a minute, Mr. Young. I'm going to come back to you at the end of the calendar to give you a chance to get yourself situated, okay?
Okay.
All right, so take your time. Position number 2 is in court with us, Jermaine Linton.
Yes, Judge, Mr. Linton does qualify for our services. So I'd just like to pre-try that with Ms. Alabi or something.
Okay. Salaby, if you can get, I guess if you can get Mr. Howard the offer in the case or speak with him regarding that, see if we can move this case along today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, very good. Position 3, Isaiah Chandler.
All right, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Bruce Vail for Mr. Chandler. If we could pre-try this case with the state, please.
Okay, very good. Position 4, Jamal Blackford. Is Mr. Blackford on the line with us? Position 5, Marcus Fields. Marcus Fields. Position 6, Winston Harris.
Your Honor, Bruce Vail for Mr. Harris. We would also announce pre-trial.
Thank you, Mr. Vail. Position 7, Michael Mitchell.
Your Honor, I represent Mr. Mitchell. Pre-trial, please.
I think position 8 has been null pros. That was Javon Witherspoon. We have assigned null pros in that case. Position 9, Ji Young Lee. Is Mr. Lee on the line with us? Position 10, Julius Anderson. Julius Anderson. Position 11, Brandon Timmons.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Mr. Timmons. Can you activate your camera for me, please?
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Timmons.
Good morning.
All right. Are you riding in a car?
Yeah, I'm riding with somebody.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Timmons, did you hear my opening remarks? Do you have a private attorney, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yeah, I'll take a public defender. For now, Your Honor, this case so old, I really don't even know what I'll be in court for.
Okay. It is a 2015 fleeing or attempting to elude on the charges, reckless driving, obstruction of an officer, and false information to an officer.
2015?
2015.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. It's been a long, that's 7 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. Sir, I am an attorney from the Public Defender's Office. If you wish to speak to me, I'm happy to speak to you. But right now, it would be best if you remain silent and talk to me, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you'd like to seek the assistance of a public defender this morning, Mr. Timmons?
Yes, sir.
All right. It doesn't appear that you have the ability to get and receive paperwork. Would you like to talk to him, Mr. Vale, this morning to see if we can make those accommodations? I don't know if you'll be able to.
Yes, Your Honor. We will need an application from him before we can represent him, but I would like to speak to him, please.
Okay. Let's see. How would you like to accomplish that, Mr. Vale? Would you like to get his phone number? Would you like to send him your number? How would you like that to work?
I think a breakout room would be best.
All right. We'll get to the end of the calendar and I'll give you that opportunity. Okay.
Thank you.
So hold on, Mr. Timmons. We'll have someone speak with you.
Yes, sir.
Position 12, Kelsey Royalston.
I'm here.
Good morning, Your Honor. Will Kelbaugh on behalf of Ms. Royalston.
Good morning, Mr. Kelba. How are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor.
What are we going to do with Ms. Royalston today?
I guess it would be a pretrial. I've filed an entry and a motion for discovery, and I haven't received discovery yet. Although I understand that everybody is kind of up in the air about the procedures for this.
Okay.
So I guess pretrial.
Okay, so we'll give you the opportunity to speak with the solicitor's office. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kelba. This is position number 13, and I also believe position number 20, Jason Jones. Is Mr. Jones on the line?
Judge, I'm showing position 13 is a very bad.
Yeah, my calendar is a bit off, or your I don't know, somebody's calendar is going to be off because apparently Mr. Jones was on an add-on calendar and has two cases. And it's my understanding that when the cases were consolidated or when they were put on the calendar, they didn't realize that he was already on the calendar. So my numbers might be off, so forgive me. This is the calendar that I have this morning. So if my numbers might be one off from the numbers that everyone else may have, or you might have the same calendar that I do, I'm not sure. On my calendar, number 14 is a Barry Bell. Barry Bell. Position 15, Shaquille Garnett.
Your Honor, Bruce Vale from the Public Defender Office. I represent Mr. Garnett. We would ask for a pretrial.
Thank you. Position 16, Chris Williams.
Judge, Ms. Whitfield is an attorney with our office as well, so we will be representing Mr. Williams, so we can ask for a pretrial on that case.
Okay,
also.
thank you. Position 17, Israel Schaffner. Position 18, Anthony Barber. '19, Evan Levy or Levi. Again, sounding for Jason Jones. Position 21, Carlton Webb, was transferred to the DA's office, and we have a signed transfer order in that case. Position 22, Nicole Friend. Position 23, Travis Davis. Going back to position 1, Taiwan Young. Are you with us, Mr. Young? I see you though. You have to unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have a private attorney, Mr. Young, or would you like to seek the assistance of a public defender this morning?
I have an attorney, sir.
Okay. Who's your attorney? Tiffany Adams?
Yes, sir.
All right. Does Ms. Adams know that you're here with us today?
Yes, sir.
Is she going to be on the line with us?
I thought she would be here because we just talked, was it day before yesterday? She's supposed to be here.
Can you give her a call and tell her that the court is waiting on her announcement?
I'm on my cell phone.
Okay, well, however you can contact her, appreciate it, to let her know that she's requested to be in court.
What I have to do, I will have to come back in this meeting because I'm on my cell phone.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll wait for your announcement, Mr. Young. Okay.
Okay, I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
I know
sir.
I know that you're here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Anyone's name that I did not call who is on the Zoom call? Okay, so we have a number of cases that we'll need a pretrial on. So I will, unless there's anything else right now, I'll give you the opportunity to have those pretrials. Once you have some type of announcement for the court, if you will just come back on and give me that announcement, and we will move forward that way. Any questions for anyone, from anyone at this time? Okay, thank you. The court will be in recess until such time as you all come back on and let me know where some of these cases are. Thank you.
Is there someone from the Solicitor General's office who could speak to me about Miss Royalston's case?
Oh, there you go. Mr. Henderson, how are you all dealing with these? As I can inquire. The ones that wanted a pretrial, I assume that they were going to get in touch with your office so that you all could speak. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Ms. Albee has most of the cases, but I'll be glad to take any and all that I need to take.
Okay. What would be the most efficient way to do that? I know that a lot of those cases are going to be Mr. Vale's case. We have Mr. Kelbar here who could dispose of his case. Could you speak with Mr. Kelbar now regarding his case? Is that possible, Mr.?
Yes, sir. I can, if we don't want to do a breakout room, I can send him a direct message with my number in it.
However you all want to do it. Would you like to speak on the phone or would you like to have a breakout room? We can do either.
Phone's just fine with me, Mr. Henderson.
Say it again, Mr. Kelbar.
I said the phone is just fine with me, Mr. Henderson.
Okay.
So one of you is going to call the other one.
I'm gonna send him my number.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Your Honor. Good morning again, Judge Morrow.
Yes, Mr. Calvo, good morning.
Mr. Henderson and I have spoken. He is in the process of locating the police report and other the reports of the incident. So, until he's able to do that, I don't think there's much that we can do today. So we're both going to ask for the case to be reset for approximately a month so that he can gather the information and make an offer and present it to me.
Yeah, this is a drug case, Your Honor, so I definitely feel that both of us need to know what the GBI report says. And I did not find it, even though I scoured most of the documents in there.
Okay, let's see. So 4 weeks out on an Orca calendar, that would put us, I guess, either to the 23rd or February 23rd or March 2nd. Is there a preference?
February 23rd is fine.
I agree, Your Honor.
If that's all right, Ms. Johnson? Yes, sir. Okay. We already have those calendars set. Okay. So that'll be an add-on to, given that that calendar's already set, that'll be an add-on to the 23rd.
And
Okay.
so that's the 9 a.m. Orca calendar or Peremptory calendar?
Yes. Okay, and that's position number 12, Mr. Rolston. Kelsey Rolston, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Calvo, Mr. Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor. Ms. Royalston, you and I, Your Honor, can we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you have a good day, Mr. Calvo.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah, have a good day.
You also now.
Judge Morrow, it looks like Miss Adams logged on.
Good morning, Ms. Adams. How are you today?
Good morning, Your Honor. My apologies to the court. I discussed this case with everyone this week and somehow forgot to put it on the calendar. So my apologies.
Apologies accepted. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We have solicitors on the line today. If you're here on position 1, Mr. Taiwan Young's case, that's correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. And what we're waiting on that case is a date to hear our motion to dismiss the case for, was an out of time speedy. This case is a 03 case, and we are not going to reach a resolution on the case. And so we were like to be heard on that motion, and we've just been reset time after time, just waiting on a date for that. So when I spoke to Ms. Waldrop this week, she did state a new solicitor had been assigned, but that's still the same posture.
Okay. And do we know who that, so these are all the cases that are on this calendar are on Judge Dixon's calendar. Is there a consensus as to what you would like to do with the case, Ms. McCutcheon or Ms. Alabi?
Judge, I am happy to speak with Ms. Adams concerning this case. That was my understanding, that the defendant has been arraigned. The case stalled for a considerable amount of time, and motions have been pending for a considerable amount of time as well. I am happy to speak with Ms. Adams about this case. It's a very old case, and I will talk to her. I don't think this case needs to go back on an Orca calendar. That's just the state's position. I don't think it needs to go back on an Orca calendar. Either we'll make a decision to dismiss or we'll speak to Judge Dixon about it. I just don't think we need to put it back on.
Okay, that's fine. So I guess what we'll do today is we will return this case to the division judge, who is Judge Dixon, and she'll put it on. Either you all will resolve it, I guess, in one way or another by dismissal, or she'll put it back on for emotions on one of the motions calendars. Okay, is that good with everyone?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything further on Mr. Young's case this morning?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Young, thank you for being here today. You can all be excused. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This is position number 2, Jermaine Linton. Would you make that announcement again for me, Mr. Howard?
Yes, Judge, we pre-tried this case with Ms. Allaby. We aren't going to be able to resolve the case today. So we would ask that, I don't know if we need to do an arraignment or just be put on the next available calendar, or how we're going to proceed.
Okay. If he has not been arraigned, let's go ahead and arraign him today.
Okay.
Okay.
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt the court, Your Honor. It's my understanding that there was an arraignment back in 2015. So he was arraigned on June 22nd, 2015. He was set for a jury calendar in front of Judge Dixon, and there was a bench warrant and bond forfeiture. A warrant was issued and the case went dormant. So I don't believe that we need to arraign him again today. I did offer him a $100 fine, taking complete anger management to get the case resolved today. And it's my understanding that he does not wish to take that offer and resolve his case.
Okay. The case will then, it's already been arraigned, therefore it's going to be returned to Judge Dixon's for a jury trial.
And actually, Judge, would that be the procedural posture for every case? Because this is a case where I think if we have a little time, we may be able to, at least one reset here, we may be able to figure it out.
Okay, so you tell me, if you think that you just need more time to, for whatever reason it is, I'm happy to reset it to another Orca calendar.
Yes.
If you don't think you can get a case resolved, except by a bench or a jury trial, then I'll return it to the division judge.
Yes, in this case, Judge, I would ask for that to be reset to one of the Orca calendars.
Okay, so why don't we, will a month out work for you, Mr. Howard?
What was that, Judge?
A month out work
Yes,
for you?
I believe.
So I think I've been resetting, for the last case, reset for an Orca calendar. Set for the 23rd of February.
February 23rd.
All right, so we'll await your announcement on the Wednesday, February 23rd calendar.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you all. Mr. Linton, so we'll see you back on February 23rd, okay? Okay, I think that takes care of everyone that I have here in court with me. So we will await announcements on those cases that we're waiting for on Zoom.
Judge Morrow?
Yes.
I have had the opportunity to speak with the Public Defender's Office, Mr. Vail, Mr. Howard, and I know Mr. Henderson spoke with Mr. Kilball. It is my understanding that Mr. Timmons indicated that he wanted the services of a public defender, but has not submitted that application. I didn't know if the court wanted to make inquiry as to his position, if he wanted to represent himself. I'm happy to talk to him to see if we can resolve the case, or if he wished to hire an attorney.
Your Honor, Bruce Vail from the Public Defender's Office. It's my understanding that Mr. Timmons does wish to be represented by our office. However, he has not submitted an application yet, so he does need to do that. We would ask that the case be reset to the 23rd, so he has time to apply.
Okay. I'm inclined to do that, Mr. Vail, given that he does want your services and may qualify for them. So, Mr. Timmons, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to have to follow up with Mr. Vail in the Public Defender's Office if you want their representation. But hold on. First of all, I'm going to need you to pull over. Okay? I can't.
I got somebody. I got somebody holding my phone for me. I
don't care if you have somebody holding your phone. You're driving, and I'm not going to speak to you.
Okay. I'm about to get pull over.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right. So just so we're clear, I'm going to reset this case until the 9 o'clock Orca calendar on February 23rd to give you the opportunity to contact the Public Defender's Office and make application for their services. Okay. So that's your responsibility to complete that in a timely manner. I'm continuing the case to give you that opportunity. If you come back on the 23rd and you have not followed the court's instructions, then we're going to move your case forward, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so do you have all the information that you need from Mr. Vail to make contact with his office?
Yeah, yes, sir. I had sent it in because I was in the middle of a delivery. I was gonna send it in today.
Okay, I understand that that you may be at work, and that's important for everyone. But this court is also important, so sir. So you're going to have to prioritize regarding that. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Any questions, Mr. Timmons?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'll see you back here at 9 o'clock on the 23rd of February.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vail.
Your Honor, may I make some additional announcements?
Yes, please.
Position 3, Isaiah Chandler. We believe that we will be able to reach a resolution in that case, but we're just not there yet. So we would ask for a reset to the 23rd for a plea.
Okay. So this will be put on the add-on calendar for February 23rd, hopefully for resolution. Mr. Vail, your next announcement?
Position 6, Winston Harris. We would also ask for a reset. We have we're discussing an offer, but we have not reached a resolution.
Would the 23rd work in that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And let me just say to everyone, if these cases are reset and you do come to some type of resolution, why don't we go ahead on and get all that paperwork done and be ready to if it's going to be a plea, be ready to take that plea on the 23rd. If it's not going to be a plea, you can make that announcement at the top of the calendar so that we can move that case forward. If the cases have not been arraigned, if you will also let me know that, so we will arraign the cases before we move them on, okay? Let's see. What other announcements, Mr. Vail?
Your Honor, position 7, Michael Mitchell, we would also ask for that to be set on a plea calendar.
I'm just going to reset all these to the 23rd, if that's okay with everyone.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Mitchell is not here present in court. This is a 2017 case. We really did not get much clarity from the court as to bench warrants and bond forfeitures, and just wanted to know what the court's position is with regard to the newer cases. I understand that older cases, people change addresses, but for cases such as this, 2017, 18, 19, what will be the court's position with regard to bench warrants and bond forfeitures?
I guess my position at the present time, until I hear otherwise, is that I'm going to follow what the division judge does regarding their bench warrants. It's my understanding that all these cases on this calendar are Judge Dixon's cases. It's also my understanding that it is not her practice to issue bench warrants. So I'm going to try to follow the practice of the division judge where the cases come from. Does that answer your question, Ms. Allen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so and I know the 11:30 calendar will be a different situation. So for this calendar, at the present time, I'm not, unless I hear otherwise, I'm not going to issue bench warrants for the first time that they're on the calendar. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I take it, Mr. Vail, that you have been in touch with Michael Mitchell regarding this case, and that you're representing him, and that's why he is not present at the calendar.
That is, well, our office has been in touch with him. I personally have not, but that is correct.
Right, okay, all right. And that if there is an agreement between the state and Mr. Mitchell, that he will be present on the next Zoom call so that we can dispose of the matter possibly.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. So that one's reset until the 23rd for a possible plea also. Your next announcement, Mr. Vail?
Position 15, Shaquille Garnett.
Yes.
And we would also ask for a reset to the 23rd for a possible plea.
Okay. And again, is Mr. Garnett with us this morning? I don't see him on the line, so I take it again that your office has been in touch with him. And that
Yes, Your Honor. Our office has. I have not, but we do expect him on the 23rd.
Okay, very good. We'll expect him on the 23rd. Any other announcements, Mr. Vail?
No, Your Honor. That's all I have for this morning.
Okay, let's see. Just so we know who all we need to speak with. I see that we have position Mr. Williams that you also need to speak with.
I can speak to them.
Okay, yes, it's a Chris Williams. Who else do you need to speak with, Mr. Vail?
Your Honor, I believe it's just Mr. Williams, unless there was anyone else while I was speaking with the prosecutor.
Okay, so we just have Mr. Williams left. So as soon as someone speaks with Mr. Williams, then we can go over the calendar. And I see Mr. Harris is still on the line. Is he gone? Okay, it looks like he's gone. All right, so let me know the announcement on Mr. Williams. And once we get that announcement, we'll move that forward, after which we will go over the calendar for the 9 o'clock.
Yes, Your Honor. May I be placed in a breakout room with him?
Yes, that'll be fine. Do you see him on the? Mr. Chris.
Your Honor, I just received a text.
He may
I
not
don't,
be.
was he on? I know that your announcement, Mr. Vale, was that you wanted a pretrial for Mr. Williams. I don't
He,
know if
he went into the breakout room momentarily,
Oh,
Judge, but he should be
okay.
coming back.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. Oh, you don't have to bring him back. All right, so Mr. Williams is with us?
Your Honor, I am. Is Mr. Williams in court? I just got a text message from Mr. Howard asking if he was on the call. So I'm not sure.
Okay. I have down at the call of the calendar, Mr. Vale, you announced a pretrial for Mr. Williams. I don't know if he was on the line at that point in time or not.
Right, and actually, Judge, I think I made that announcement.
Oh, okay.
Because Ms. Whitfield was an attorney with our office. It'll be our case, but I don't know that he answered at the call.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
So
I
what would,
can pre-draw that, just to get an, I mean, I can't do anything except get an offer from the state, I guess, if he's not present. But,
okay.
we can
All
at
right.
least find out what that is.
Do you want to, I mean, he's the last case that we have. Do you want to go into a breakout room? You just want to do it in public?
Oh,
So-
yes, if the state could just let us know what the offer is on Mr. Williams' case, we'll have that. We would ask that it be potentially reset to the 23rd to see if we can resolve it.
I could not hear Mr. Howard. Can you repeat that?
Oh, yes, he'd like to know what the offer is for Mr. Williams.
Give me 1 second, Mr. Howard.
Judge, I do have an offer from the state that we can communicate to Mr. Williams, and so we'd ask that it be reset to the 23rd with the others.
Okay. So Mr. Chandler's case, position number 3. I'm sorry. No, this is Mr.
Yes.
Position 16, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Williams's case will be reset till the 23rd for possible plea in the case. Okay, I believe that completes the 9 o'clock calendar. Let's see, would you all like to go over the calendar?
Sure, Chief.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, Ms. Johnson.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Position 1 was returned to the division judge. Position 2 was further notice of 2/23 Orca calendar. Position 3 was further notice, same date. Position 4, no answer. Position 5, no answer. Position 6, further notice of 2/23. Position 7, further notice. Position 8 was null crossed. Position 9, no answer. Position 10, no answer. Position 11 was further notice. Position 12 was further notice. Position 14 was absent, no answer. Position 15, further notice. Position 16, further notice. Position 17, no answer. Position 18, no answer. Position 19, no answer. Position 20, 2 cases for Mr. Jason Jones, no answer. Position 21 was transferred to Superior Court. Position 22, no answer. Position 23, no answer. All cases are going to be further notice of 2/23/22, 9 o'clock a.m.
All right, any questions, concerns? Mr.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Jordan, are you there?
I'm here, Judge.
All right, I'd like to speak with everyone. I don't think that this court is over as far as the 9 o'clock calendar, so just let me, so I believe that we don't need to live stream the rest of this as court is